All right. I am not happy about this. I mean, I don't even know what the nerfs are. I mean, there's one good thing in this title, but the second one, bro, why are we nerfing the judgment, bro? Like, oh my god, man. As someone who is so excited, I cannot wait until the judgment comes out. That is my main. That is, look at me. That is my main. I'm maining the judgment. Oh my god. When you bring strength, skill expression, and sauce all to the table at once, bro, like, I'm sorry, but that is my main, hands down. She did not need any nerfs. Maybe some of the sniping she can do across the map, but that I mean, that and this everything, every single thing the judgment can do can be easily countered. That's the thing. So why did we need to nerf them in the first place? I need to see what they are, but already I'm disappointed because they cooked so hard with the judgment. The chapter as a whole, Aurora, she got some, whatever perks. I didn't really play Survivor anyways when the judgment came out. I specifically played the judgment. That is my new main, and I am so happy to add it to my pocket killers, bro. Because as a Ghostface main, it is so rough right now, bro. I don't want to play. I don't want to play the game right now, bro. My favorite killers. You know what's crazy too? I play the weakest killers. I realize my favorite killer in the game is Ghostface. I just got into using Skull Merchant because I love like the strategy of like turning the camera at the right time or the drone, not the camera. I'm talking about cameras that play Singularity, which I actually also play Singularity, but not anymore because he's really fucking busted and really brain dead. But I play all the weak killers, so Judgment being strong is really nice. But let's see what the nerfs are, bro, because
So
that's
the
really what
devs
I'm here
have
for. I'm
done
gonna
a
give you a
live
like because
stream
Mint
in their
Skull is really
official
cool. Shout out to
Discord
Mint Skull.
talking about the
Put his link in the
changes coming
description
to
for
the
the
next
video.
patch on the
Oh,
20th.
sorry.
So the devs have done a live stream in their official Discord talking about the changes coming to the next
All right,
patch
let's
on the
hear him.
25th of
My
August,
goat
including a big nerf to Vigil, some
needed
changes to the Judgment, and a
changes.
complete revamp of
Hold on. Not nerfs, changes? Okay. I need to read what
a
that said.
big nerf to Vigil, some changes to the
Okay.
Judgment, and a complete
Lightbringer.
revamp of the MMR system. So
Please. Please, 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 please. If they do this right, bro, that single-handedly has taken out like half the fucking that took out half of the freaking player base, bro, because of the stupid matchmaking. I kid you not, like, there's a lot of people I know that stopped playing because the matchmaking was so abysmal dog shit. Oh my god.
let's quickly
If
talk
they
about
fix
it.
this,
So the
bro,
developer stream started with the devs talking about the cheating problems in the game, with first explaining what happens with the cheating reports. The devs ask all players that, in the case there is a cheating problem in your matches, to make sure that when you report it, do it as specific as possible, with examples being like, saw the survivor jumping, instead of just writing cheating. And that's it. Another thing that helps a lot is if you record
oh, I thought they were actually implementing some. It should not be the. Okay. Why its behavior, take what you can get. It's just it should not be the job. It should not be the community's job to report hackers when they should be gone from the game in the first place. If you got hacks, you shouldn't be able to load the game up. It's a live service game. Like, oh my god, bro. And I guarantee you they still have the trials version of anti-cheat, bro. These fucking developers, bro. But um
the problem happening, as that is almost a guarantee that the players will be banned. Now, as for what the
really?
devs are doing, they will be trying an anti-cheat trials for the live game, where they
Oh?
will be testing out new anti-cheat features for the game where you can opt in on Steam, which doesn't work on crossplay, and see if that helps combat cheaters without causing any problems to the players. They cannot share any specifics today, but they will be sharing everything about it next week.
Okay.
Seeing the
I don't have any opinion yet because I need to see it in action. But that gives me some hope. They're implementing some new anti-cheat bullshit that hopefully combats these fucking. Oh my god, bro! Talk about like ruining everybody's fun, not just killer or survivor. Everybody, because it doesn't even become Dead by Daylight anymore. It becomes find the hacker and kill them, whether you're a survivor or killer, bro. Because you're just ruining it for everybody. The game is already in a terrible state as it is right now. I think killers need a major buff. I think the maps. Let's talk about the fucking maps for a second, bro. The map design in this game needs a complete rework. I will die on this hill. This is probably one of the worst map design games. Well, no, how do I word this? This is probably one of the games with the worst balance of like maps because maps play so much of a factor that I kid you not, when I load in the one map as killer and I load into another map as killer, why would my skill not outweigh the amount of advantage, uh, why does my skill not outweigh the advantage I get from getting on either map? Why is it that my skill is not rewarded and instead it's punished because I got a map that is terrible for me instead of me being good in the first place? That's basically what I'm getting at. Why do I get punished for getting a map that's random, but my skill doesn't outweigh that? Unless I play a busted killer. But that's not skillful though. That's what I'm saying. Like it should be me being good makes any map good for me. Not I get Larry's as fucking Billy and I want to pull my hair out versus I get fucking Colwyn as Billy. No, no, that's actually a bad example because he's S2. Let's say, okay, my goodness, Dredge. Here we go. Let's say I get fucking Midwich as Dredge, right? I could be the best Dredge on the planet, right? And I get Midwich. I am at a huge advantage because there's so many lockers everywhere, bro. There's about 15 lockers in every single goddamn hallway. There's about 3 lockers in every fucking room because for some reason, mind you, this is a fucking preschool. Wait, no, an elementary school. Why is there so many lockers in elementary school? What elementary grader? What do you what do you call high schooler, mid schooler, middle schooler, elementary schooler? I actually don't even. What do you? Okay, why do people in the elementary need lockers? That's what I'm saying. But anyways, versus Dredge getting fucking like Coldwin. Coldwin versus fucking Midwich. I could be P100, the best Dredge in the world, but there's a good chance I'm gonna lose that Coldwin match just because I got Coldwin. That is how bad the map design is. That needs to be changed. That needs to be changed.
Me wonder if they are preparing something in the backend to release the game as free to play with the new graphical update. One can
This game
hope.
needs to be free
And
to play.
now we have various changes for the judgment, as
All
there are
right,
various impactful changes to their
please.
power.
I'm
First of all,
praying, even
the
though.
devs added new visuals to the ball in the judgment's hand for when
Okay.
the power is at its
I
maximum.
always felt like it was a little underwhelming, like the little. Okay, so that's cool.
Added
Okay.
new visuals to the ball
Ugh.
in
Why
the
does her hand
judgment's
look like
changes to their power. First of
Play-Doh?
all, the devs added
Or not Play-Doh, but
new
like clay.
visuals to the ball in the judgment's hand for when the
Okay.
power is at its maximum strength. When you see the electric sparks from the ball, that means the pillar, when casted, will damage survivors. And this is helpful to time the beams correctly, as this was a problem in the PTB for some players. Next up, when the divine light downs a survivor further than 18 meters, their location will be revealed by Killer Instinct to make it easier to find them after sniping them or
Oh my
curving the beam.
god,
Not
bro.
only that, now when you barely miss a survivor, you will also get Killer Instinct just like the
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes, bro! I'm gonna cry. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Let's fucking go! I almost for like the first 20 matches of me playing Judgment, I almost put that stupid ass add-on, bro, instead of the fun shit. Oh my god. The fact wait, what's gonna replace that now? Probably some bullshit. But no, they got some really good add-on design for Judgment, so I don't know, but this is probably the best change the Judgment could ever receive. I'm not even gonna lie. This is probably the best change Judgment could receive. The best change. I don't care what anyone says. Best change.
add-on. However, if you are not a fan of this feature, you can disable it in the menu for the first time ever. And now I am begging the devs
Bro, please add quality of life to every killer, bro. It's I promise. Bro, you're gonna get so many more people back on this game, bro. Add quality of life to every single killer, bro. Make Trapper not step. What is this text on the bottom right here? What is this? What is this? Okay, anyways, that threw me off because I'm like, what the fuck is that? But bro, make Trapper not step in his traps. Like, make it more obvious when Wraith's gonna uncloak. Make it more obvious when Billy is about to, charge or some shit. Make it way obvious, like, to know exactly where Nurse is blinking so she can be countered a little bit more. Myers to know his trajectory of his knife. I'm telling you, make it quality of life for Survivor and Killer to make it just a bit easier for both sides. For Solo, Q, and Killer. Make it way easier for Killer because Killer is terrible right now. And make quality of life for Killer as well. And then make just stuff easier for like killers that just barely have any counterplay. Like, I need a directional, like, visual thing I can see for the Spirit, because right now Spirit is probably the least counterable killer in the game. When I cannot see you and there's so much shit that I'm listening into my ear and I just I cannot do that. They're not winning because they're better. It's literally accessibility issue. There's some people that are deaf. What are they gonna do? If they get a spirit, they just die. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. This game is not accessible.
To
So
add the
stupid. But
crosshair
add this to every killer, bro. Come
option
on.
for
10
all the
years.
range killers in the game, or at least
Yes.
make the
Where
add-ons.
is the fucking crosshair, bro? Where is the crosshair? My goodness, bro. Where the... Calm down. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Part of this feature. Now, regarding the brown add-on that already did this for the judgment,
Yeah. Let me
as
see what
far
it
as
does.
I am aware, it remains unchanged, so maybe it will be reworked in a future bug fix. Next
What?
up, this could be a potentially big nerf to the judgment, but now survivors are able to see the beam approaching once casted, to make it easier for survivors to dodge it behind walls, in the case they are cleansing totems. This will be a nerf to the sniping capabilities of judgment, and we will have to test it out in game to see how
Okay.
impactful it is.
It's really strong at defending totems, which is very true. And unfortunately, this means it's going to be easier for people to dodge your shit. However, what I started doing before I got off is I made it so, like, I would cast my divine light beam and then I would make it really close and try to predict where the survivor was going to get off the gen. And that actually fucks them up really badly, especially when you're in zealous mode. Oh my god. I'm talking, it's undodgeable because you know where they're gonna go. If they try to double back, you can control it. You can curve the shit. So sniping is not nerfed at all, because pretty much what you have to do now is, I mean, if you're gonna use the other one, like, not the other one, if you're gonna use the basic default one to snipe, then you're gonna have to send it like a little bit later. Because my thing is, I send it out, wait till it's just about there to the generator. Because my thing is, like, so let's say this is the generator, right? And this is Divine Light Beam, and this is me. I'm gonna send it, and my goal is to make the Divine Light Beam end a little bit past the generator. So I shoot it. Wait. Shoot it. Boom. And that makes it harder for the survivors to see it because they can hear it. It is so loud. It's so reactable once you hear it. And you just know to move. It's so obvious. But if you time the distance right, they can't hear it. It's just a boom. They don't know where it is. And then they get hit. And it's far enough to the point where it doesn't need to speed up because it's already going max speed. That's the sweet spot. But now it's looking like you're gonna have to um do something else now. But either way, sniping is still a thing with this killer. This is still the best killer in the game at sniping. Not even close. Goes through walls, through floors. Like, it's completely broken for sniping. A little bit easier. Them knowing where it is doesn't matter because most of the time that shit's going to be right on top of you before you have a time to react. Because if they have the speed one as well, and the one that makes it go wider and wider, you're getting hit. It's not like, so.
Finally, while this is hard to visually explain, the pillar light curving feature is now capped at 0.3 in all cases, making it more consistent to curve. Apparently, in
Okay.
the past, the curving feature depended on when you started to curve the beam. either at the beginning making it
Really?
way more curvier, or at the end, making it
What?
lame, either at the beginning making it way more curvier, or at the end,
This nigga said way more curvier.
making it less
Okay.
curvy. So now it will be the same for all charges, meaning that it will be easier
Oh
to
my
dominate this
goodness,
power
bro.
and make it
This
more
nigga said way
consistent.
more
Next up,
curvier.
we have exile changes to make it much more brutal compared to before. The
Oh?
pillars that appear in the exile will be much more punishing to get hit by, as now
Okay.
they will
Because
make
I
the
felt like it was Exile was cool for about like, I don't know, 4 matches. And I was like, yo, when I was playing Survivor, bro, did anyone get hit by them shits? And if you did, you probably weren't paying attention. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, so but okay. Either way, whatever. Like, this is whatever for the judgment because this isn't changing the core function of pick nigga up, that nigga away, get stronger, get stronger. You know what I'm saying? And then launch beams that are way harder to dodge. And you don't have to worry about flashlights, you don't have to worry about pallets, you don't have to worry about backroom play, you don't have to worry about flashbangs, you don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. You don't have to worry about decisive, you don't have to worry about dead hard, you don't have to worry about any of that. Best hook in the game. So this is whatever for the judgment. I don't really care. Give the survivors what they want.
exile duration much
This is
less,
actually no,
reducing
well,
it
this is technically actually a buff, so yay.
by 3 seconds. Not only that, you will now be immune to them for only 0.5 seconds, so you can get
Really?
hit twice. But to
Oh.
compensate, they will now spawn further away from each other, so they won't bombard the same spots frequently,
Okay.
instead being more spread out. Now
Okay.
let's talk about the part I am the most excited for, and that is the extra balance changes. So as of
Oh.
now, the devs are fully implementing the elusive status effect on unhooks just to test it out if this is going to be a good idea for anti-tunneling protections. This might be temporal or not, depending on the impact it does to the game, as the devs want to test it out with a bigger sample.
Am I like I must be taking crazy pills or something because I could have swore that elusive was base kit, but I think I'm stupid. So no. Oh, it's not. I'm thinking of Judgment's Exile and Hook. Yeah. Because of aura reading and whatnot. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Size, especially with the casuals on console, as there is no PTB on there. Next up, Nowhere to Hide is getting its 24 meters range back. However, now the perk only works on the generator instead of moving with the killer. Amazing change, and the perk should have worked like this
It should have worked like that since it came out. Nowhere to Hide is fucking infuriating.
from the start. Repressed
Because it's so goddamn strong on nerfs and any killer with mobility. It's ridiculously strong.
Alliance now only requires you to repair the generator for 30 seconds in order to activate the perk for 15 seconds on command. I swear, 30 seconds
What that? So it's oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm actually gonna use this now. You don't understand. That 15 seconds, bro, is long enough for the killer to leave and short enough for you to not leave yourself either. Like that, oh my god. Because I saw them say they're gonna buff the duration of how long it's blocked. We don't need that. It was already annoying. I had to wait 30 seconds, bro. But now you only have to work on the generator 30 seconds and it lasts for 15 seconds. Pair that with potential alliance flashbang. Because the thing I like to do is like, also this is gonna be a long video because I'm yapping, but the thing I like to do is like there was a stupid build I had: repressed alliance, potential energy, blast mind, wiretap. Oh wait, yeah. So what I would do is while someone's approaching, right, I'm gonna save my shit up and then use it. Potential energy, boom. And then I use blast mind, wiretap, and if they chase me around the shit, then whatever. And survivors can see them. If they kick it, they get blown up, and then I go in them while they try to kick it. Boom, we're pressing lines, and then I run away. It was stupid, and I died for it most of the time, but it was fun. So, but that was the only reason I used this perk. But now I actually might just use this if just for fun. Although, for niggas using Secret Project, that's undetectable whenever I use the shit. So, yeah, but nobody really uses that perk anymore. Funnily enough. Huh.
in order to activate the perk for 15 seconds on command. I swear people will be sleeping on this perk, as
I
it's a
won't.
hard counter to various of the killer's regression
I
perks
won't.
and even a counter to Nowhere to Hide and Pain Resonance.
I
And
will not be
finally,
sleeping.
by far what I am most happy about,
Oh?
Vigil is
Oh,
finally
yeah.
getting gutted. Now,
Finally.
it only does 30%.
Only 30, not even 33. Oh my goodness, bro. Went from 66 to 33. Lord.
Of exhaustion, and that's it. No longer affecting killer powers or perks with status effects.
Wait.
And
Oh my god. Oh my god. It doesn't even affect exposed anymore. It doesn't affect hinder anymore. It doesn't affect oblivious anymore. It doesn't affect, well, incapacitated. Who the hell gets incapacitated besides when you're playing against Xenomorph? But oh my god. Oh my god. Yo. As someone who plays M1 killers, thank you. Only exhausted. Thank you. You remember back in the day when this perk was so fucking ass that like I remember Boob 3. Boob 3. He's posting again, by the way. I'm gonna watch this shit. I might actually I need to go react to some of his Minecraft series. But yeah, I remember when this perk was ass, bro. Just looking at it now, getting nerfed. It's just crazy.
that's
Sorry.
it. No
I'm
longer
yapping, by
affecting
the way.
killer
This is a 20-minute
powers
video.
or perks with status effects. To tell you in math forms, old
I
Vigil
have a lot
made
to say, I'm
Sprint
sorry.
Burst have a 24 seconds cooldown instead of 40.
A
Now,
little bit too
it's
much
going to
curve
be
there.
30 burst have a 24 seconds cooldown instead
You gotta be a little careful
of 40.
because he's slightly moved his camera, and that was enough for the beam to go like, oh. So you gotta be like, I love that though. There's so much technicality to that shit, bro. That's what I love to see. Mwah, 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 mwah. So when I saw nerfs, I was like, yo, they're tripping. But there's no nerf.
Now, it's going to be 30 seconds, removing 10
Did you
seconds down
seriously
instead of 40.
not sit in
Now,
the pallet?
it's going to be 30
What the
seconds, removing
You
10
deserve
seconds
this.
just like it
You
was
idiot. What? Why?
back in the days. Remember
You
that Sprint Burst
idiots.
also got nerfed in the PTB.
Oh,
Because
sorry,
just like
I'm
it
sorry.
was back in the days. Remember that Sprint Burst also got nerfed in the PTB.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
in
yeah.
other words, Sprint Burst Vigil combo is going to be significantly weaker compared to before. So survivors will change it to light or dead hard instead. This new system, as they confirmed, comes out on the 25th, and most importantly, there will be a
Wondering.
massive MMR reset, so
Okay.
everyone will start from zero in order to calculate the new
Okay.
numbers using
So I
the
was about to ask that. I'm like, so are they gonna restart the MMR, or are they gonna how are they gonna implement this over the new MMR? There's people at the top of it, the bottom of it, in the middle of it. I'm probably at the bottom of it because I'm garbage, but okay, I gotta see how that is. Because I'm about to say there's times where people's carrying, but like my MMR gets reduced, or there's times where like I'm completely destroying the survivors, and I just let them escape because I'm just like, bro, like I already won. They know I won, but I want to have fun. So, but I still get my MMR lower because I let them escape. So, same as Survivor, getting chased the whole game. They get chased by the killer for the whole game, and then the killer's like, you know what, I'm gonna let you go. You did really good. Oh no, sorry. No, I was right. Yeah, so they get chased the whole game, but they die. They still get their MMR lowered. So like, but now it'll actually like take into account. Okay, that's actually, I like that. I need to see how that is though, because it's behavior. So yeah,
And that's about all. Additionally, I might be
about
streaming
all.
on
These are
Twitch
some
on
good
the
changes.
25th. Let me know if you're happy with the changes from PTB to live,
I
as
am.
well as all this new information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
You too, man. So yeah, they didn't get nerfed. Thank Christ. Oh my god, bro. The killer instincts, the fucking I'm so excited, bro. But yeah, so killer instinct, the curving is consistent. I didn't know it wasn't consistent. The nerf with the whole distance thing, so they can see the beam at all times when it's launched, pretty much. Which, I mean, that's not really like that big of a nerf to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I started changing up how I use the beam, but probably a nerf to many people. I don't know. But the killer instinct is the best change for sure. What else? And Exile got buffed, so I mean, but it's whatever. Unhooks for elusive, that's a good change. This is probably my favorite perk change right here. I actually really like, and then this is the best one. This is my favorite one. This is the best one. Uh, yeah. Oh no, that's a good one too, though. But no, Repressed Alliance, my favorite one because I love that perk. An individual getting nerfed to only exhaustion, and it's only 30%, so doesn't affect exposed and stuff. I mean, I use Ghostface; it doesn't matter. But yeah. Oh my god, I just realized, bro. This is going to make Skull Merchant a bit better because they get hindered, and people with Vigil just destroy my hinder. Yeah, that's crazy. So they're gonna get hindered for the full, however the hell long they get hindered for. I don't know. Since Skull Merchant is a fucking, you know, whole other topic, but yeah. I am very happy with these changes. The MMR one, I need to see a little bit more to give my opinion, but other than that, I came in this video expecting to be disappointed. I am instead happy. Good job behavior. However, not gonna get my hopes up. We need to see how it's implemented into the game. Let's see how the judgment is released into the game, because the biggest thing when a killer gets released or a chapter gets released is the bugs. If they can release judgment without any bugs, just like Jason, did he have bugs? I don't think so. If they can release him just like Jason or her or it, whatever the hell, then I will be thoroughly impressed. I ain't gonna lie. But other than that, yeah, yeah, that was I'm so excited. Oh my god, they come out when? I think he said the 25th or whatever. But yeah, I'm happy. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, y'all have a good rest of y'all's day.